All right, guys, it is Wednesday, October 26th, 2016, and I am back in studio with Mandy and Maurizio to show you some more room designs. Hey, guys, how are you guys?
Good. I'm great, thanks.
Doing good, Michael.
Awesome. Are you ready to see some more room designs?
I am ready.
Totally. Let's do it.
Okay, well, let's get right to it. Here's the first one. It's a public pool, and this was sent in by Carly9048. Now, I love how all the little pets here are arranged, enjoying maybe one of the last days that you can enjoy the pool, because, of course, the leaves are turning colors in the background, and there's a little bit of leaves on the ground. Yeah, all the pets here look like they're having fun.
Yeah, this is really fun, and the colors all work nicely because the furniture has that sort of blues to it, so they put a lot of thought into it. I like that hammock. Is that a hammock in the bottom there? That is cool.
Yeah, we recently added that to the vacation wheel, actually. So when you go visit Vacation Island, spin that wheel, the vacation wheel, and you have the chance to get that hammock. There's actually chairs that match it as well, and there's a sloth sitting on one of them. So there you go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just noticed actually what was really cool, that pool in the south corner that's available from the W Shop. I love how they've arranged those mats around it, because arranging those mats make it look like a pool deck or something.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask about that. Yeah, if that was part of the item or if it was a separate thing. But so they're individual tiles?
Yes, and I believe they're from the Ichiban theme in the W Shop, and they're just mats, but if you arrange them, you can, create this sort of unique flooring, and in this case, pool deck. So really cool.
Looks great.
Yeah, so let's move on here. Great job, by the way. And here is a bookstore, and this was sent in by Bullseye Jingles 444. Now, I really like the layout of this. It looks really cool, and it's actually the hotel lobby desk that they've set up there to make it look like two cashier stations there.
Well, to look like the checkout, right?
Right.
The library checkout.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It totally is perfect because, in all these different stores now, they don't really necessarily have these cash registers. They have essentially their cash registers are like computers with touchscreens. So it works perfect here.
For sure.
And the ladder in the corner for getting those books behind.
Oh, that's a nice touch. I didn't see that.
Yeah. And those KINZSTYLE shop windows, which were, of course, you could make during our bake sale event along the left wall. It looks out into a city street. So we called them KINZSTYLE shop windows because the idea is if you create a shop, you can essentially use these windows to make it really look like a retail space because they're looking out to a street as opposed to a backyard or something. So really good use of them here, Bullseye Jingles 444. And let's move on to our next one. So here is a flower shop, and this was sent in by nezt. Mandy, there's your favorite wallpaper.
I know, that is. I always say everything's my favorite, but that one is a classic. Like, we've had that for a few years, right? And I use it a lot.
That's true. Yeah, it pretty much goes with everything, especially if you want like a nice outdoor feeling.
Yeah, it's so fresh.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it is one of our oldest wallpapers, I think. But look at that. What a great way to show off a flower collection, because there's so many different ones to collect in Webkinz.
That is smart, yeah. There's a lot of different varieties there.
But it's organized, right? Like, just like in a real flower shop, they haven't used one of each because you'd come in and you'd want, a couple of each in case several customers want the same thing. So I like the fact that they've used more than one of each arrangement, because that's exactly how it would work in a shop.
Absolutely. And it's a really good idea, the way that they set up their shelves on the left, because if you can see right against the wall, they have dining tables with the flowers on top of the dining tables, which is a tall table. And then in front of those, they've put coffee tables, which is a lot lower to the ground. They've put flowers on there too. So it almost looks like one of those bleachers effect or layered shelves to really showcase those flowers. So
that is a great idea. I am going to steal that idea.
Absolutely. And think of how many different dining tables and coffee tables we have in Webkinz, so you can really create any type of store to showcase your items that you like. So really good job there. Love the flower shop. Let's move on. Now here we go. Here's a farm, and this was sent in by Ash for mail. Now this is a really cute farm. Of course, it tells a story, and that's one of my favorite items in the back. It's the Piggy Plum Pond, I think, which you can get when you complete your set of Camp Kinz challenges. But really beautiful pond on the farm here.
Yeah, you know what? The way that pond has been created with the plants all around it, it does work perfectly in a farm setting, right?
Absolutely. And what's that little character driving there? The cow pattern truck?
Yeah, so they have a truck, a milk truck, and that I believe is a PSI from one of our cows. But they've positioned right behind it one of our mining carts. Which is an exclusive item that you can get every time you adopt a pet, or you can wish for one in the Wish Factory. But it's really made it look like an old-time farmy kind of pickup truck thing there. which works perfectly on the farm.
Yeah, those mining carts can be used in so many creative ways. They're really great items, and that is such a neat way that Ash for our mail has used it here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and look at all those growing garden vegetable plants that they have added to the room in the south corner there, and they all look ready to be harvested. So, of course, you get these from the W Shop, and when they're ready to be harvested, you just click on them and you get farm fresh food that you can feed to your pet. So great job, Ash for mail. Let's move on. Here is a chocolate lounge, and it was sent in by NarnianHeart. And this is very beautiful and elegantly arranged.
It's beautiful. It's also yummy, and yeah, I love it. I love that wallpaper. I really do. It's the wainscoting along the bottom with the stripes. It's funny because it's chocolate, but yet it's got an elegance to it.
Yeah,
right?
and then the windows complement it very well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course those were bake sale items that you could create by combining bake sale goods on a stove during our KINZSTYLE bake sale event. That's when you can collect this stuff. The couches at the front there too, the chocolate chip ones were from that event as well, but then those melting chocolate couches, I believe those are exclusive items, so we gave them away during a challenge, but they work perfectly here. But really nice, just the items that they've added to this room here really work well together, and all those brown colorings and beiges really work well. And they have two bears in there that from, in either corner. Those were from our Winterfest event, a previous Winterfest event, but it's kind of a strange addition to these rooms, but they work perfectly
they
here.
They do. And is that a chocolate fountain in the middle? Because oh my gosh,
I
want to visit that room.
Yep, that was a PSI, I believe, as well. But those bears, actually, now I'm thinking of it, it almost looks like sugar-coated chocolate bears. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so they almost look like candy that work perfectly in this room. So great job, NarnianHeart. Let's move on here. Now this one I thought was really cute. This was sent in by Spiderhulkman, and it's BEEthoven's home.
That's cute.
So it's not Beethoven, who is the famous composer. It's BEEthoven. And I think there's BEEthoven actually taking a nap on that bed.
Yeah. Gotta rest his brain.
BEEthoven likes to play the piano too, clearly.
Obviously, yeah. But I love that little area in the south part of the room, which is that it could be the backyard. It could just be, a natural space that BEEthoven has inside with.
BEEthoven has to collect pollen,
exactly.
I would imagine.
And plus he needs to go somewhere just to kind of get creative and clear his mind and
have a bath. There's a little
and
bath.
that's there you go.
Yeah, I know, really cool. And there, of course, is beehive closet in the right there. Again, not a lot of items were used to this room, but everything's organized so well, it's perfect.
Yeah, and with that floor tile, really, they didn't have to add too much, right? Because that placement makes a really interesting statement on its own.
For sure.
Absolutely. So great job, Spiderhulkman. Let's move on here. Now, this is really cool. It's a KINZSTYLE shop, and it's a storage solution, and this was sent in by Coco. So I believe when Coco emailed me, they were saying that this is just a great way to store your clothing if you have a lot, because those clothing racks that you can see there, those act as wardrobes. So when you click on them, you can store clothing in them. And same with those little shelves that are arranged there where the purses are sitting on. Yeah, just there's a lot of storage areas here. So if you have a big clothing collection, it's a great way to showcase them and store them.
Yeah, those items are so cool. And also, I love the shoe racks. Those are the wall shoe racks, right? On the back wall?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they work so well with it too. It really looks like a store where I want to go shopping.
I know, and everything's just so nicely organized, and it's easy to, get to things. Everything's accessible.
Absolutely, and there's those KINZSTYLE shop windows again. And I should mention, to get a shoe rack, every time you spin the wheel of WoW 15 times, you have a chance of getting that shoe rack and other prizes that you can use to decorate your room. So great job. That, by the way, is the neo-Gothic flooring and wallpaper too, which are very elegant.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So now this is the last one we're going to see today, and this one really tells a story. It's sent in by Nattie, and it's a Little Red Riding Hood room. So this is a nice little, I think it's a grandma's cottage, but if you look on the left there, who's that sleeping on the bed?
Oh.
That is cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wearing the grandmother's outfit, too.
Wearing the grandmother's outfit and sitting on that rocking chair, I think trying to maybe see or commenting how big her teeth are. Surprisingly, there's a pet dressed as Little Red Riding Hood.
wow, that is so cute.
I love that. It's so cute. It's such a cute little cabin, but then those two pets are the icing on the cake.
For sure. Brings it all together. Absolutely.
Yeah, but there's so many little details here. Like there's a picnic basket that Little Red Riding Hood has brought to her grandmother's house. There's a little cat sitting at the foot of the bed. If you look, there's been a freshly baked pie that Grandma's just made in the kitchen. Grandma must like cats because there's another one in the living room there. You can see it's about to play with that little tube. Just really cute little details here, and Nattie has done a great job. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at these rooms as much as we did. If you want to send me a screenshot of your room, you can send them to me at letsbuild@kinz.com. Did you guys like those rooms today?
I love them.
They were a great job, everybody. Great job.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Michael.
Take care.
Bye.